ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, the 5th day of December. Cold is the word for the weekend, and dry. Let's go right to some of the Skycam shots. First off from Birmingham, a big house fire on the south side out around Claremont Avenue. I think that was a 2-alarm fire. That was the scene there captured from the Skycam on top of the Daniel building early this morning. I say early this morning, about mid-morning. You can see the smoke plume drifting over toward the St. Vincent's Medical Center complex, but that fire was put out shortly after this was taken. Hey, Demopolis, you know what this weekend is. Christmas on the River. A really fun Christmas event if you've never been. The big nautical parade down that water is tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. The boats are illuminated, they're animated, they're fireworks, and it is a ton of fun. And all of that water flows down here, the Gulf of Mexico. That's always a nice scene, a winter scene on the Alabama Gulf Coast, a sunny sky, and not a soul down there on that beach. And even down there, pretty cool. Temperatures at early afternoon in the low 50s. Well, it's a cold pattern. There's a look at the water vapor satellite shot, and you can see we got a trough over the eastern half of the nation. And temperatures, yep, they're cold. Chicago at midday at 14 degrees. That's at noon. Readings only in the upper 30s across North Alabama, low 40s down to the south. Temperatures, quite frankly, are running colder than guidance, and looks like it's going to be awfully cold tonight. We'll inevitably see some teens for the colder valleys, and we'll stay cold over the weekend. Hey, looky here. This is the expected rain, valid through Wednesday morning of next week, and this is suggesting some 2-inch plus rain amounts for the northern part of Alabama. That's with our Tuesday and Tuesday night system. I'm not ready to promise that much yet, but I do think we can pretty much safely forecast 1 to 2 inches of rain, and we'll see how that whole thing unfolds. And quickly, the NAO forecast, this has been gathering a lot of attention, the North Atlantic Oscillation. The GFS has tried to turn that thing positive down there in the bottom chart, but notice it trends back toward neutral at the end of the forecast. So the positive turns have been very short-lived and the amplitude not very high. So again, whether that's a trend or just a little blip, we don't know, but certainly based on the weather in the last couple of weeks, you have to wonder if that's only a little blip. Let's take a look at the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid at noon tomorrow. Cold trough over the east at the surface. Snow likely up north, Indianapolis, Chicago, Detroit. We'll stay dry down here Sunday. Dry and cool day. Early in the morning, we'll be in the 20s. Daytime highs around 50. And again, I'm not so sure we can see 50 Sunday as that reinforcing shot of cool air moves in here. Now, Monday of next week, the winds turn back into the south. Thickness values go up. We should begin to warm up with highs up in the 50s. And Tuesday, here comes the trough. And again, the big question, like we talked about this morning, can the northern shortwave phase up with the southern shortwave and produce a big flow of Arctic air in here over the latter part of next week? Well, let's see what happens on this run. Down at the surface Tuesday, surface low developing over Oxford, Mississippi, and that looks awfully wet by Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday night. Now, we'll go to Wednesday, no phasing. Got the northern branch trough swinging through New England, the southern branch hanging back to the west of here. So if this is right, no cold air invasion. This is suggesting the rain Wednesday pushes off to the east, and then Thursday, that southern shortwave kind of cuts off over South Alabama, and a surface low develops in response to that over southern Georgia with moisture wrapping back in here from the east on Thursday. So as you can see, there's a bit of model madness involved, and whether all this works out or not, it's kind of hard to identify. We can certainly forecast with some clarity a good chance of rain, maybe significant rain Tuesday and Tuesday night. Beyond that, a lot of model madness here. And then Friday, the weather looks cool and dry. That's a week from today. And let's go to the end of the forecast, December 21st, 4 days before Christmas. Can't believe we're forecasting Christmas weather already. But pretty good-looking trough to the west. And looky here, we've got a surface low down there around Mobile Bay with a big snowstorm for Monroe, Louisiana, and Vicksburg, Mississippi, and rain here. So as you can see, that is not consistent with the positive NAO. That's more consistent with a negative NAO. So, again, just a lot of confusion out there, and obviously, as we all say, beyond 7 days, this is all voodoo. We're just looking for trends, and right now the trends are a bit muddy. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes on the blog. My next video will be Monday morning at 7. Brian Peters, the Santa Claus Colonel Sanders lookalike. We'll have the video updates here tomorrow and Sunday. And I will be on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and God bless.